Hi everyone, Amber Canoy here with Everyday Kentucky. We are in for a treat. Vanessa Vale Womack is with us today, and she has brought a friend because I am learning that home inspections with new construction are not a given.
That's correct.
This is news to me.
Yes, yeah. It's really important to do home inspections, even on new construction. And John Christner here with Christner Home Inspection has been one of our many home inspectors that we've used for many years now, and he is loyal and full of information. And so John and I have had several conversations about why home inspections are important even on new construction.
Correct, yes. Any home, new construction or an older home, definitely recommend getting a home inspection. I've inspected thousands of homes, and it doesn't matter if it's a $200,000 house or a $2 million house. I've yet to find a perfect house.
Yes, you'll never find a perfect house. I say that all the time. Yeah, so even in like a new build, new construction, a lot of people think because the builder has to have permits for electric and plumbing and things like that, you would assume that everything will check the box. And there's actually a lot of times things do get missed. So even on new construction, even if I'm representing the builder, I'll recommend to my buyers to have a third-party home inspector come in and just double check everything.
Those inspections through the county or the local jurisdictions, they're gonna look at the home, make sure that it meets certain criteria at different phases. And with those inspections, if it was, say, a report card, it's really the minimum standards that they get for those certifications, where traditionally it's best to do industry standards or manufacturing recommendations for that to make sure that things are installed properly.
So I have a question. So with new construction, what are the main things that you see that you catch that maybe the homeowner wouldn't be?
Sure. A lot of the times it's roofing issues. So missing flashings, active water penetration, plumbing vents that are still kept from their pressure tests when they test those systems. So that's generally a lot there. Also HVAC items where they may not be wired correctly or operating correctly, leaks on plumbing fixtures, or even structural issues with cut floor joists and things like that in the crawl spaces or basements.
What about grading? Because it seems like that would be a natural one, given the fact that it's new construction and the ground maybe hasn't settled a lot.
Yeah, so when they grade the home, they kind of mound up the dirt, but it does settle a lot. So it's always nice to have kind of excessive grading around the perimeter of the house, just to get that water away from the house and kind of manage it a little bit better.
I mean, your people come to you, whether it's buying an existing home or building a new one, and they trust you as the expert. I mean, kind of walk me through like what you tell them, like, no, this is a must. This isn't an option.
Well, I mean, I can't make them do it, but it's definitely highly recommended because, like we've talked about, there are things that people will overmiss and they won't see. And you're excited when you get a new construction and everything looks pretty and perfect, and you're looking at the cosmetic things, but it's behind the scenes things that is easily can be missed. So, and it's usually not a large list, but it's a lot of times a little small list that can lead to a bigger issue. So with new construction, I always tell the buyer, it's better to go ahead and do the inspection just to make sure, so you're not having to call the builder back and ask them to come back and fix a bigger issue that could have been preventative before you ever even move in the house.
Or they say an ounce of prevention.
Yes.
Exactly.
I feel like that's what you are.
Yep. I try to be.
Prevention.
Yes.
For them on all fronts.
Yes.
All right, now if people have more questions for either of you about this topic, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
They could always give me a phone call at 859-619-1092. That's my full-time cell number. Shoot me an email. My website is christnerhomeinspection.com, and that's a good way to reach me.
I know, Vanessa, you're going to have him back again talking more about
absolutely.
the value of those inspections. But in the
Yes.
meantime, give people your website.
VanessaVale.com.